Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Monday Motivation. My name's Steve Clayton, one of the co-founders here at Outbound Game, where every week we bring you a sales tip that's going to hopefully make a massive difference to your week. We're going to dive back into a whiteboard session. We've been hearing some feedback from a lot of clients around the world. The pipeline's the game. Pipeline's going to be the focus, and there's some gaps in pipeline at the moment. So I wanted to show you 15 different ways that you can rapidly build your pipeline and how you can actually pick the top 5 that are going to work for you and gamify it. Now this is a way that you can really crank up some activity in a short amount of time. We recently ran a blitz ourselves and massively drove some new activity towards pipeline and new opportunities, new proposals, and here's how we do it. Let's dive in. So we're going to create a pipeline booster game. We're going to go through the top 15 ways that you can do it. And ultimately, as I'm going through each one, you want to be picking out your top 5. Okay, so let's go to number 1. Creating and sending a video just like this. It could be through Vidyard, or it could be a personalized video. It could be creating an asset that you can use over and over again. Number 2. Social post. Obviously, the more that you create, the more that you post, the more awareness you can build, particularly around personal brand and all of the likes with that. Number 3, email to a targeted list like MailChimp, HubSpot, or the like. But if you can get really targeted message to a targeted list, that can work really well. Number 4, asking and receiving referrals. If you want to take this next level, you can even set up a dedicated referral landing page that's hidden, that you're driving traffic to. Maybe you can even incentivize more referrals through that. There's a few different ideas there. A courage direct ask. This is when you go after some of the biggest opportunities that you can and directly ask them for something, whether that's a meeting or the like, some information. Number 10, I think, is a hit list personalized outreach. So a hit list is a list of logos that you're proactively going after, and if you can do personalized outreach to them, that works a treat. Next one is a hot list personalized outreach. So these are for deals and opportunities that are really close to closing, and you can get focused around them. And obviously by pairing that action with, say, asking, receiving referrals, that can also work really well. Lumpy Mail, this is where you create a personalized letter, proposal printout, or some accompanying information and put it in the mail for them. The idea with that one is on average, clients receive around 120 emails every day, dozens of phone calls, but when you really think about how often they're receiving a personalized handwritten letter in the mail, pretty much never. LinkedIn personalized connection works a treat. We're doing a lot of that. Old client reheats. This is when you go find clients that have been dormant for like 6-12 months and reach out to them. Again, you can pair this with any of the other strategies. And then the final 5 is creating a lead magnet. This is where you create an offer, a piece of value, something compelling that will drive people to say, yes, I want it. Yes, let's talk about this, whatever it may be. You might have seen recently we did a book giveaway of our upcoming book, The Arcade Effect, which is the whole methodology on gamifying any goal or any vision that you have and how to break that down. Worked a treat for us. That's how we did that one. It was a specific lead magnet around that, a giveaway. Booking meetings, obviously these two can connect quite well. Face-to-face or on-site meetings, obviously work a treat. Lunch and learns, we had a client recently that went nuts with a lunch and learn sort of lead magnet combo. Ended up booking like a lot, did heaps of outreach around that, and that's proven massive dividends to them. So this is when you essentially put on a lunch, get a whole people in a room, and essentially educate them around something valuable, not only to them, but you. It's very collaborative. And then lastly is a discovery call. And this is where no selling is allowed. You're literally doing outreach just to have conversations with people and get deeper discovery. So goal is I want you to go through that list with your team or yourself and pick the top 5. For me, let's do create, send video, social post. Let's go for courage direct ask. Let's go for create lead magnet. Pen's not working. Let's get a new pen. Create lead magnet. And let's go book meeting. Okay, so what is it for you? I'm gonna pick those 5 and let's turn them into a game by selecting some missions and some rewards around those top 5. But what are they for you? Step 1 is to pick your top 5. And let's dive into the outbound game and turn it into a sprint and a mission and all that good stuff. All right, it's time to put this all into the Outbound Game platform, and let's go create the pipeline booster game. So we click games. We'll see here I've kind of already half set it up, but I will process. So you'd hit new game, and this is where you put in the details, game title, any description that you want. We have our sprint here, which is how long you want to play the game for. And of course you can just drag and drop any timelines there that you want for how long you want to run, whether that's 30, 60, 90 days. We can add in any players that we want or invite any of our team here and through. And then we create and load in all of the actions and the missions that we determined before. So the missions are essentially how many of those actions you want to complete before the timer runs out. So in this case, we might be running like, say, a 2-month sprint. And you just type in the detail, description, select the mission here, or a team goal if you want to combine them. So individual mission is, say we want to book 50 meetings. Select an icon, a color, connect it to any CRM that we might want, and send out notification out. Update action, and we're away. We do that for each one. So courage direct ask, create a lead magnet, create send video, and the social post. You just load in the actions that are determined and the mission numbers. And then we set a budget, and this is what drives the economy of the game and the incentives and the rewards based on how well the player or yourself complete those missions before the timer runs out. So let's say we're happy to reward each player with $500 prize or bonus if they hit every goal in every mission. And so we can simply then just order them based on what we deem more valuable. So for us, of course, booking a meeting, has to be up the top there. So it gets rewarded with more bonus coins and more coins per action based on your budget, but also based on its priority and how much value we have. So you just order them based on what you deem is the most impactful and the most valuable actions. We kind of figure that out by thinking about an effort and effectiveness scale. So the higher it takes in effort, but also the higher it is in effectiveness, that's normally what we call a high impact action. So it should normally go fairly highly on the list. You can easily edit any mission numbers that you have here, just in case. Hit save game, and you're away. Everything is all set. We have our start screen with all of our players that we can see. If you're loaded as a player, you'll also see the missions load up in the bottom here and any team goals at the top. We have all of our actions here. So you get coins for every single action that you complete. You can see that here in the green. So 33 coins every time we do a social post. However, if we can complete the mission, we also get 3,300 bonus coins. They're all the action. Easily update and log our activities as we go. There's also a bunch of automation features that you can work with and unlock by going count setting and heading across to integrations, particularly through Zapier. It's an amazing tool. We might do a whole video series on that, but I've got automation set up, for example, that every time someone books on my Calendly, like a meeting, automatically comes in and scores me coins in my game for achieving my booked meeting targets. Let's say I'm recording vidyards, personalized videos, and sending them to prospects or clients. It automatically comes through and scores in my game. So there's so much that you can do with Zapier, the world's yours. But the way you track your missions and how you're going is every time you complete an action, it'll automatically progress this mission. So you can see here, let's say I create a lead today. Let's say Diff's going to get it. Lead magnet 1. It obviously progresses Diff on the leaderboard and gives him some coins. He's in first place. But if I can come to my missions here as well, I can also see that Diff's done 1 and he's progressing along on his mission. If you're a player, you can see that your own stats there in real time, and you can just simply hover to see how you're going. One of my favorite features that we developed is the wiggly worm momentum. So over time, you'll see this track along, and you can see whether you're above or below that gold bar, which means you're on track for bonus coins, your mission. And then, of course, what lights up the whole game is the players nominate the rewards, the prizes, the extra time off, whatever it may be, at a budget that suits the leadership or the business in the game, and they can essentially come in here and say, I want a vintage Game Boy for $500, and it'll automatically determine how many coins are required, in this case 50,000 coins, which is a perfect game, $500 worth coins, which will be what the player will have in their account if they complete every goal, every action, every mission. So that's how you can gamify pipeline, and it works an absolute treat. We've got plenty of pipeline games running around the world. Success. If you're interested in learning more, head to outbound.game, and of course, book a meeting on my Calendly. Always happy to help, and that'll help me in my game, but of course we can help explore what a game might look like for you and your business and what your vision and your goals are, and we can help you break it down. So there it is. Talk to you soon. Cheers.